tier trading team. We're up at the bell. Hey. Coffee in a paper cup, chasing that swell. Screens glow green like a Friday dream. We ride that chart like a rodeo scene. Living set tight, got a plan on the path. Gap up open, yeah, the pullback's red. We don't chase candles, we just track that flow. Risk real small, let the winners grow. Top tier trading team, raise your hands. Stacking those gains like a rock and brass band. From the pit to the porch to the island sand. We buy that dip, let the bull run stand. Top tier trading team, hear that shout. Cut that loss, flip fear to clout. One good trade, that's what we're about. Top tier trading team, we break out. Call on the calls when the trend runs right. Put on the puts when it tanks all night. Delta in my denim, charts in my boots. Reggae in my veins and the blues in my roots. Red day, same old song. We dance that drawdown. We don't stay long. Stop this hit, yeah. We tip our hat. Next clean setup, we load up on that. Top tier trading team, raise your hand. Stacking those gains like a rock and brass band. From the pit to the porch to the island sand. We buy that dip, let the bull run stand. Top tier trading team, feel that fire. Break those chains of a dead end high. Chart that path, climb tick by tick higher. Top tier trading team, never tired. Early bells and midnight scans. We turn those slips into stronger hands. Every loss a lesson, every chart a map. We fall, we rise. We tighten that strap. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Eyes on the candle, heart on the plan. We hit the ladder like a marching band. Top tier trading team, raise your hands. Stacking those gains like a rock and brass band. From the pit to the porch to the island sand. We buy that dip, let the bull run stand. Top tier trading team, ring that bell. From the back row barn to the city shell. One loud shout when the profits swell. Top tier trading team, traded well. Top tier trading team, yeah, we climb that screen. From the floor to the sky, living out that dream. Oh, more, 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 more. Yeah. Top tier trading team.
All right, good morning, guys. I hope you had a great night. I'm going to start this morning off right here with our pre-market prep. Now, guys, I got to let you know I got an abbreviated morning here today. I've got an appointment that I have to go to, and I'm afraid it's going to take up the majority of my morning, but it's unfortunately necessary for me to. So I am going to be on here for our pre-market prep. Obviously, we're going to start covering everything we need to here. And then we're going to go over, just some of the charts that we've been looking at, some of the setups that we're still looking to get into and or that we are already in as well. So let me go ahead and load up my chart here, guys, and we'll get ourselves started. I hope everybody had a great night. So let's go ahead and get started. We are looking at AI first and foremost. We had a really great trade here with AI. We followed it all the way from sub 11, about 1080-ish, 1085 maybe. And then you can see we got as high as just touching that above that $12 profit target yesterday. And then we pulled back to this 1150. If this 1150 does not hold, I'm going to completely exit this position, which is likely the case. All right, so I want to be clear. But if this 1150 does hold, there's nothing to say that we don't end up not going back up towards that 12. Pardon me one second, guys. And so that's what we're looking at for AI. If it drops below 1150, we're going to let it go for good. If we see a bounce attempt, then we're going to take it. Have a good one, hon. Take care. Saying goodbye to my daughter. She's heading off for school here today. So yeah, looks like that's what we're looking at for AI. Let's go ahead and move on to Amazon. Now, Amazon, we were looking yesterday. I know some of you were in this trade, and we were looking for this 209.75 to hold. Really extremely important that this 206 holds. If not, I could see, the possibility of us really kind of getting down there, even as low as that, even 200. So, if you're in that call, you got to be really mindful and careful of the price action there. Otherwise, then you could see that move back up there towards 213-ish. If we do see a hold of this area right here, this 206, and then you could possibly ride that up through yesterday's initial low until it broke through, and then you could kind of head on up there. But be careful with that Amazon, guys. All right, Ford had earnings yesterday. It was a little bit of a mixed bag. Had some earnings that was mixed because of things like the fire that they had in one of their factories. EV earnings are not so great, which is a general rule of thumb for car companies right now in general. But Ford has made the decision to actually pull back their EV line, and because it's not just basically not selling as much as that everybody would like. So with that being the case, that's actually going to save them money on production. So it's counter to the down turn in terms of price action. So it's a bit of back and forth there. And their forward yielding, or their forward guidance, is high. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I still think we're good with the short here. I think if we get any pop up to 14, all right, we're good on the short, and I don't see this channel breaking. Even with this earnings report, we might get a pierce in either direction because of an initial reaction algorithmically. But I think after that, we're going to just continue to channel trade and just be in this range. So I'm looking at shorting at 14. I'm going to look at maybe a call to ride to 14, though that's less likely. I'm much more likely to short at 14 than I am to go long at 13.50. All right, so that's Ford. IONQ, we are shorting off of 36.50, which was yesterday's high. You can see here. All right, 36.50, and we're just looking for profit targets down here at this 33.75, and then of course down here at 30. All right, that's really simple. So that's all we're looking at there. That's IONQ. Then Netflix, we're just looking for a slight little pop into our buy zone here. You see, we got right through it yesterday, and you were okay. If you took this short here, I like to wait for confirmation. Could have taken it right here, absolutely. Having pierced it and then retested it, I missed it. I was just you're looking at so many things, you can't be in everything, right, guys? But when this pierced and came up here to test, that could have been your trigger, or even the second test here would have been the perfect trigger. A break, a test, and a fail, and then the second test. So now you got technically all well, no, that's a double top because it's a double test after the break. But right there would have been a decent place. I wouldn't have blamed you for taking it. I like to buy more into my buy zone, but considering we came from up in here above the stop, wouldn't have been, even here would have been an okay, obviously, position to short from. And if you did, if you were more aggressive, congratulations. I hope that continues for you here down to 82. If we do see a pop up into 83, I think it will be a good short on Netflix there. Okay, so that is Netflix. And then we've got Pfizer, we're still looking to continue long. We had a real great move up here. Basically, so long as this 27.50 to 27.30, you see the marks here, or the notes, holds, I think we have room for continuation. So long as that 27.30 430 to 27.45 holds. Okay, so long as that does, then we're good. And we'll see continuation. I wouldn't be surprised if we hit that $28 today. Definitely by week's end. And then there's Tesla, the good old Tesla. Man, this thing is a beast, really trying to get up there above 424. I still see a lot of resistance up there. I suspect that 424 to 430 is going to act as resistance here. And, this is probably its new channel. Or not its new channel. It's regained its old channel, but, it's a new channel for the moment because we're getting back into it. We were in another one. But yeah, it looks very strong. That bounce back from 387, bringing us all the way up to almost 430, guys. That was really strong. So I do expect resistance as we're approaching this 430. Please be careful. I honestly would be, especially if we break 430, because 440 is kind of a bit of a line in the sand there. But I think that we can possibly take scalp day trade shorts down towards 420 to 415, and then be careful when you get down here, guys. It's 411 to 415 zone, heavy support as well. Now, we saw that before the fall through 400, and then we've seen that since the regain of this level as well. All right, so let's see what else we've got here. I think that is it. Oh no, one more, and let me load it up here, guys. Give me half a second. Forgot good old Palantir. So Palantir looks like another good short for the day as well. Now I believe that 140 is going to act as resistance when on this pull up here potentially. In which case, 140, maybe even as high as like 142. But I'm going to see, does this area act as resistance? In which case, 140 to 142. In which case, just quick day trade scalp short, just to 135. You can get to 130, but we want to keep with such a down move that it's made. We want to keep our expectations tempered. So I would say peel them off at 135. Maybe keep a runner in case we do head on down to that 130. All right, so that is Palantir, and that is the last of them here for pre-market, guys. If you have any questions about these, then leave them in the chat, and do so sooner than later, because like I said earlier, guys, I've got an abbreviated morning. I've got an appointment. I'll be back as soon as I can afterwards, but I am not sure how long it's going to take. It might be most of the morning. So, all right. So any questions, leave them in the chat, and let's go make it happen. 10 minutes, guys. 10 minutes, the market opens. All right, guys, market is open. So remember, we like to be patient, right? We don't like to buy right off the bat. We want to see how things set up for us, and just kind of let the price action ease into our setups, right? We don't force anything. We don't FOMO. We're patient. We let the setups take care of themselves. So let's see what we've got to start with here. So far, not too much action. I'm going to switch to the 1 minute here. So AI, guys, has given up that 1150. So we are out of this position completely. Having gotten profit off 3 or 4 times, I'm not quite sure without looking at my thing. We've definitely let it go here, and we're moving on there. So great job on that AI trade to begin with. Amazon, we got a little pop to start the day here, so that's good for those of you that are holding that call. I hope we continue on that trend here today, and that we get up at least to yesterday and the prior day's high, and then we blast through that with some real gusto and some volatility, so that you get paid on your calls here. We'll go ahead and mark the beginning of today, so we have a day separator. Okay, so that is Amazon. Amazon popping just a little bit there off the open. Nothing too extravagant yet. Ford, all right, look at that. Ford looks like it's popping right down to that, off of that 1350, just like we said, right? We were talking about the potential of buying a call at 1350. Well, look at that. We got right there. 1352. And then look at that bounce. All right, that's why we were considering it. We didn't get it. It was just simply too fast. Look at that move. It happened so quickly, and then we're on our way up to that 14 now, guys. With that mix mash of earnings call that Ford had, I don't expect to get much higher than this resistance here. So be careful as you approach that $14 to $14.15 zone. Look for resistance there, and that's a potential short area as well. IONQ had a little pop here to start the morning thus far. We'll see how far that carries it. Not very far, actually. Look at that. Just a little pop up to test that 36. And then looks like we're breaking down from there. So we're going to see how far that goes. Hopefully we cascade down and we get below this 33.75 first profit target, and then we could start peeling them off there. Netflix not giving us quite the entry here today. We got a nice little entry yesterday for the short. As you can see, we broke through the stop in our buy zone, and it's been on just a very nice little subtle downtrend since then. So gonna let that kind of play out here through the morning, see where we go. If we get a move up into our buy zone, we'll certainly consider re-entering a short there. All right, Palantir. There we go. That 140, guys. I think that 140 is good. Yep, there it is. That's we should have. I was potentially looking to short that, but look, if you didn't get right off the bat, you would have missed it. But you still have the chance if this recovers and retests 140, and we see this 140 be resistant, and we see a rejection up here, then likely you could take that right on down to that 135, like you said, pre-market. So great job on that Palantir. Pfizer got right, look at that, guys, right into that level that it needs to hold. So if you did not get to take advantage of this move with Pfizer, this is an opportunity. Or perhaps you did and you teared out, naturally, understandably so. We made a nice big move. So if you are looking for a re-entry area, well, we're right in that right now. This is the area we really need to hold in order to see that this continuation, and then hopefully we get that bullish continuation. We can start ripping off profits as we hit through that 28. Again, that may be, guys, this has been a heck of a move. We're at 52-week highs, coupled with just a good I don't know, I want to say 6% or more in price action over the last couple of days. So you wouldn't be surprised if Pfizer needs a little breather. You know what I mean? Like, things can't move in straight lines all day, every day, right? So that's Pfizer. Holy moly, look at that Tesla go. Tesla going up to that 430. And it looks like we're going to hit it. Oh, no, we're well beyond that. We're going to go to that 440. All right, let me go ahead and put that 440 up. And then, guys, the real line in the sand, so to speak, is that 450. That 450 is going to be absolutely where I'm looking to short on Tesla. I mean, 450 would mean it made almost a 70-point move in a couple days. That's a lot. And so I can't imagine that it wouldn't be exhausted by that point. So I personally am going to eye that down, that once we get above this 440 and then we get towards 450, which I'm going to put right now, that is 100% I'm going to look to short. I'm not saying 100% I am going to short, but I am going to see as we approach that 450 if there are indications that are worth shorting at that point. But I suspect we're going to get a lot of resistance up here. Let me go ahead and lock that down. I'll even mark it here. There we go. All right, so we'll see. I'm going to watch this as we approach this 440, right? If we break through that 440, I mean, it could even start, the weakness could start as early as 440. We're already starting to see topping tails and whatnot. So just keep an eye on it, and you can see. I mean, if we do get to this 450, I mean, you got a lot of room to the downside in order to be able to really trade in those channels. So keep an eye out for that. And let me go ahead and thicken this line up, just to show its significance, because I think it is fairly significant. But that's all I'm seeing for now, guys. If you see anything else, again, I'm going to be gone for a couple hours here this morning. I'm going to be leaving in a few. So unfortunately, I'm going to be short, but I will be back as soon as possible. All right, folks, this might be my last commentary before I have to take off for my meeting here. But here we go. Netflix, you see, didn't really give us that opportunity. We gave us the opportunity yesterday to get in this short. Today, you're already down here at 81 at your profit targets. We're looking to enter at 83 to 83.50. So, guys, if you got this, congrats to you. Really great job on that trade. We gave up on AI. We let that go, so we're no longer holding that. We got below that 1150 we wanted to hold for our stop after our taking our profits. So great job on that trade as well. Amazon is not holding that level, guys. Sorry to say that 206 now is not holding. So I presume, we're going to head on down to that 200 level before this downfall ends here on Amazon. Ford, look at that. Didn't get quite to our buy zone again, but it shows that we're likely correct. We're already getting the resistance as we approach our buy zone. That leads me to believe that if and when we do touch this, as soon as we get here, in fact, I would even maybe start nibbling at 1390. I should have, to be honest. I just wasn't looking. And then, this would have been ideal, but you could have obviously at 1390 started nibbling on a short, and you can see that we are going to get a continuation. And I don't see, I think we might actually break this 1350 today for the first time in a while. So we'll see. IONQ doing what we want. We want that short to get us in through the low of the day and on our way. So hopefully that'll happen here for us soon. All right, Netflix we just went over. Palantir giving us a potential opportunity for this short, guys. Look to this 140 to be resistance, and go ahead and change color on this so we have a little bit better of a view. But that would be our potential short entry. So we'll look for that 140 to be resistance. It was originally a profit target from our position here, but having the move already happened, it's clearly shown to be resistance so far. So we're going to see if it remains resistance, in which case, guys, obviously you could ride that 140 to 135, and then possibly even down to that 130. All right, Pfizer, look at that. Beautiful, guys. Look at that level hold. Look at that. We had that marked off yesterday, right? So we go ahead and look at the video from yesterday, 2730. This is exactly what it says. Potential support, what we needed for continuation to the upside, right? Look where it got to. Almost to the penny, guys. I mean, don't expect that to be the case every time. Usually, we play levels or zones, areas, right? This worked out really nicely. Look at that. Beautiful. And then look at that bounce we're getting. Now what we'd like to see on this bounce is an increase in volume while we're going to test or create, which we are already, the high of the day. And then we want to blast through yesterday's high of day with volume. So we're going to get through that 2770 with a lot of volume so that we can really bust through it and then find our way up towards that $28 and taking profits at that $27.90. All right, so great job on that Pfizer holding that level. And then Tesla, a little bit of trouble. Again, not unexpected as we approach that 440. Just really, really expecting a lot of resistance there. All right, but great job here this morning, guys, being patient. And this is why we do this. This is why we set our levels and we wait for our setups and our price action to come to us so we can act accordingly. We put ourselves in a position to capitalize. We said this is what we want for a reentry. We let it come to us, and here we are. So, great job. Keep doing that. All right, yeah, AI is just done, guys. We're washed out of that. So we're all the way back near our original entry. I don't like when we make a move and we come all the way back. To me, it seems like we're going to have a decline in price action from here. So, glad we got out. We made our profit and then we dipped out. Some activity we want to touch on real fast here, guys. Great job on this IONQ short that we started taking from yesterday. And looks like we're right into our first target here. We've got 33.75 was our first one. And look where we're at here, guys. Don't be greedy. Please take your profits, put that in your pocket. There's no better place for it. And we're going to look for a continuation. Don't be surprised. We see a little bounce here. Clearly, we have this profit target for a reason. We expect a little resistance, which is why we are going to take a little piece off. But it looks like it's in our favor, guys, so far. Nice volume profile on this move down, increasing red volume candles as we're breaking through this level. So I am liking how we're looking here. So again, great job on this IONQ short, and congrats if you did follow along on that. Let me see. I think that's probably the only one that's really noteworthy here. Amazon's still trying to hold that 206. All right, so it looks like we are getting that double bottom potential here on Ford. Now this is a potential spot to take a little bit of a day trade scalp to up towards 14. We might revisit the high of the day, so keep an eye on this situation here with Ford. That's the potential that it has. You can play both the upside and the downside of that channel. IONQ we just did. Netflix kind of falling out of bed into that support. And same with Palantir. And then Pfizer just held that level nicely, exactly like we needed it to. So great trading, guys. We got one short, one long that's working out each in our favor. And we're just going to look for continuation on those. All right, guys, this is my last commentary. And I got to head out here in about 10-15 minutes. So I will be shutting the stream down in a few minutes. I'll restart it when I get back, hopefully, later than, early afternoon and into the close and everything. All right. So keep your eyes peeled, guys. Great trading here this morning, and I'll catch you guys very soon.